Video part 5. We're going to add in bathroom fixtures to the bathroom. This little room right here is going to be the bathroom. What we need to do first is make sure you're on the architectural tab. Go to component and select component. If you hover over it, it shows you that these are components. Now there is another component. If you go into annotate, there's a component right here. Now this is a detail component. A detail component would be something you would put into a detail, like a footing, or like it showed, a footing, a truss detail, anything like that. So this is a different component. This is a detail component. You need to be in the architectural tab and go to component, click on it. When you get here, you're going to see that a desk will be popped up. You can click here and you can see that there's already been stuff loaded into your file. Okay, these are just, they're automatically loaded in, and a lot of it is trees and things that you put outside. We need to go in and load. Okay, so what we have to do is make sure we go to the modify place component, modify place component tab, this lit up green one, and go to load family. When you load family, you want to go to plumbing, double click, go to architectural, and then go to fixtures. In here you're going to go to a few things first. You want to go to showers, and you want to double click. Well, actually you want to go to not showers, but to bathtubs, and you're going to load the 3D rectangular bathtub. Okay, and we're going to go back in there again and do load again. And we're going to go to plumbing, architectural, and you want to go into water closets, which these are your toilets. Now you have one that attaches to the wall. We want the one right here that attaches to the floor, and it says 3D. If you don't grab the 3D one, it says 2D. You will not see a toilet in 3D mode. You would only see it in the 2D mode. So I'm going to check that, and you can see I can check it. And I can actually go back. I can go to sinks, uncheck that, double click, and I want to go into, let's do this square, a sink, doesn't really matter which sink. Some of these are 2D, some of them are 3D. We're going to do this 3D one, double click that, and we're just going to say open. It should load both of these. It's giving me an error for the toilet. So let's go back to the water closets. I just double clicked on it this time and it loaded it. Let's see if it loaded the sink also. If you go down to, it did not load that sink. So we have to go back in, and you want to keep going in and loading all the objects that we need. So we need a sink, plumbing, architectural, fixtures, go to sinks, and just double click it. And let's see if there's anything else that we need. No drains. If you're going to put a shower in, you do the shower. Now they only have a 2D shower, they do not have a 3D shower. Bathtub we already have. We're not doing a drinking fountain. Now the only other thing we would need is an outlet. Okay, and where you need to go for that would be electrical, architectural, power, and terminals. When you get to terminals, there's a bunch of different symbols here. We'll load in some of these later, but for right now we're just going to load in an outlet duplex. This is a single outlet, or the GFI. The difference between the two, this one is not around water, this one would be around water. So we actually need the GFI because it's in a bathroom and there's water nearby, which would be a sink or a toilet, or the bathtub. So we're going to double click on the GFI and we're going to load that. So let's go up here now. We're going to load in the bathtub and the toilet. I'm going to click here, and now if I hit the space bar, it rotates it. If I hover over this wall, it rotates it to fit that wall. Okay, so I'm going to put it Right there. And then I'm going to go in and add the bathtub, which alphabetical order should be tub. And if you notice, it can only be put onto a wall. So I'm going to have to move my toilet. I'm actually going to move my window a little bit too. I'm just going to put that there, double hit escape twice, grab my toilet, and just drag it. And I could put it right there next to the toilet. And that window I can move over in front of the sink. And I'm going to go grab my sink now. And oops, the window's highlighted, that's why it's grabbing that. So I want to get out of that, just click anywhere on the layout. And I won't actually, we got to go back to component now. Click component and go to my sink. And again, spacebar rotates it. Right there. And the last thing I actually need to load is I need to load a cabinet. So if I go into casework, double click casework, go to base cabinets. And in here I can get a double door base cabinet, and there's different sizes. There's a 2-drawer, and there's just a door sink. So I want the 2-door, or you can get a vanity cabinet. Let's just grab this vanity cabinet. And place it right there. And escape out of it, and let's move it over. Let's say I don't want it right there. I can actually do this, move it here. I can actually go like this, go hit CS, create same, and I can just come over here and I want it right here in the corner. I'm going to move my sink too. Delete that cabinet. I'm going to hit CS, create same, rotate it. Right there, and then just delete the other one. So now I have all the stuff put in. The only other thing I need to put in is a component. I need to put in an outlet. So go to component and go to outlets. Right here, single GFI, and I'm going to put one right there. So now there's an outlet on the counter. Now you do have to make sure you have the correct distance from the center of the bathtub to the edge, or center of the toilet to the edge of the bathtub. You must have 15 inches from the center to the edge of the bathtub, and 15 inches from the center of the bathtub or toilet to the edge of the cabinet. If there's a toilet dispenser right here, you need 15 inches to the toilet roll dispenser. You also need 30 inches in front. 30 inches from the front of the toilet to the nearest wall, and that's plenty of distance. We're going to be close on this, but we're going to go ahead and leave that for right now. That's how you load a bathroom, toilets, bathtub, sink, and outlets. The only other thing next we will do is work with the kitchen stuff, which is very similar to how we just did this, but it's going to be working in the kitchen.